G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. SuperCoach for 2023 is finally open with the new edition of this year's team picker. So yeah, looking forward to getting stuck into this one. I've got a team sort of laid out right now. I'm pretty happy with it. No doubt there'll be some chopping and changing over the off season. There always is. It's been a while. I've been doing some BBL content, so if you guys are into that, make sure you follow the channel for that sort of stuff. And I'm actually at DR's joint. I don't know if you guys can sort of recognise the room, but yeah, this is where DR does his recording. So I'm at his joint for the night. We just did a podcast on his channel doing the North Melbourne review with Big J, who's Jezza. He was ranked, I think, 570 or something like that. Yeah, knows a lot about North Melbourne. So yeah, be sure to check out DR's channel and watch that one because it's a banger of a video, and we're going to keep those videos coming. We're going to do every single club for get a supporter of each club on. So for Port Adelaide we've got the Pairs. Maybe you may know him. Anthony, he's coming on. I think we're going to do George for Adelaide and etc. So yeah, it should be a really good series on DR's channel, and that'll link up to the sort of Supercoach Saw play sort of stuff too. We're going to bring that back, and I think we're going to upload that on DR's channel. We'll wait and see, but yeah, plenty of plans for the future Supercoach wise, and myself. I'm just going to keep doing BBL uploads and reviews. So started pretty well there. Be sure to check out my channel for that, and also we'll bring back the rookie review series. I suppose we'll get into that further down the track, but for now we'll touch on the side so far. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll always stay on defence. We'll go James Sicily. So he's a bit overs. He's just a placeholder. Like, he could be Sinclair, Stewart, or no one. I could just be happy with Jordan Dawson there at D1. It doesn't really bother me, but as a result, I think I'm going to go really light in defence because I think we've got the rookies this year. And yeah, Dawson, I'm pretty much locking him in. He was a star, and yeah, just super safe and reliable. Not paying too much for him either for what he can do. Dacos, he's a real interesting one. So his back half of the year was superb, and of course when I traded him out, he sort of starts scoring 140s and stuff against Adelaide and just doing whatever he wants. So if he can play off half-back still next year, I don't see why you can't pick him. The value is there, and the talent is there. He's having another full pre-season. He won their 2K time trial. I mean, there's nothing to suggest that he won't be a good pick. So I got Dacos there. McKenna, he's one of my favourite players. It sucks seeing him in another club, but glass half full. It's good seeing him back at the AFL level. So looking forward to watching him play, and more importantly, looking forward to pretty much having him in our Supercoach teams. He will be best 22, and he will play. Don't know what his ownership's going to be. Maybe 60 or something. He's, pretty much every man his dog is going to be jumping on McKenna. You got Wilmot. There's a bit of a placeholder. I don't know about his job security. That's a question for DR. No doubt about that. But I think he will definitely get games. And Campbell Chesser, he's up there as well. I think West Coast are no good, especially in the next few years, and he should get a bit of a run. Had some injuries, so obviously he missed out in 2022, but maybe you can have a full run in 2023. But he's also there as a placeholder. I think everybody's got Will Gould. He's a very popular rookie. Will he play? I don't know, but yeah, another placeholder. And Cowan, he's actually an interesting one. Got a raking left foot. He was the first picked general defender in the draft, and he went around nearly 20-ish. So yeah, super cheap for what you pay for. I reckon he'll play, and he'll be sort of the Robin of Sam Doherty type thing. I think he'll get some games, and be a very nice addition to our backline, and maybe we can sit him comfortably at D6 if he plays. So he's a decent shout. I've got on midfield, so I've got the desk, Rory Laird. He was my favourite pick last year, and there's no reason not to pick him. He's overs, but I don't know how much cheaper he's going to go. He's going to be so hard to get in your team. Just consistently scoring 130. Didn't go all that much further at times, but very rarely did you go below 120. So I think he's almost one of the hardest players to trade in, particularly at that price. So yeah, happy with Rory Laird. We've got Oliver as well. He's probably, I reckon, the best midfielder in the game. Just contested possessions, does it all. He's at a good age. I think he's just going to continue to dominate. So yeah, I can't not pick Oliver, I don't think. I'm locking these guys in. I'm locking Jack Steele in for his price. And Titch, all these guys are really good picks. There's value everywhere next year, and I think it's going to make Supercoach a lot easier. I don't think I'm going to stress too much about team updates and all that, because I'm pretty satisfied with a lot of these players, unless any of them get injured or blokes pop up over the pre-season, I don't see much changing at all, let's be honest. But yeah, Steele and Titch, yep, it's really good to see Titch in a new club. So get a little bit more opportunity. I mean, he's basically priced at 460k at one point last year when he was playing half forward. I mean, yeah, he's not going to do that, Collingwood. He's going to be purely in the guts, and I think he could almost go back to his best. I know he's 30 years old, so probably not his best, but I think for 528k, he could almost be a definite top 6 midfielder, I reckon. Hopefully he is. We'll see how we go with that one, but I'm backing him in. Hopper, new club, underpriced, didn't play much last year. I think you pick value where you find it. Same as we said with Dom Sheed, he'll come back. And we've got Ashcroft and Phillips as rookies. They're definitely going to play. Phillips obviously had glandular fever. We discussed a little bit about him in the North Melbourne review, so that was pretty good. And Big Jez reckons that Phillips is going to be a viable pick, so that's enough for me to sort of lock him in. We got Josh Sin. Hopefully he plays. I'm not quite sure. And we got some placeholder rookies who sort of went a bit later in the first round draft or early in the second round, so hopefully they get a bit of a crack at it. And in the rucks, I've gone pretty light, so this is the first year where we don't pick Gawn and Grundy, so it's quite unusual, isn't it? A little bit bizarre, but obviously we save a lot of money and there's value everywhere. So Tim English, he was going really well last year until he sort of got injured, but I think he's going to be the clear R1 next year. And then Darcy Cameron, without Brodie Grundy, there's nothing to really suggest that he's not going to be a good pick, so I'm going to lock him in for now as well. And then Madden, obviously a loophole. It might be Common. I might flip Common there as a playing R3 because I really do think he will play. I'll touch on the review again for North Melbourne. There's a lot of good things said by Jez about Common. Reckons that he's going to play and be probably the second best key forward in the forward line. So reckon he'll get a bit of a run. So that's the most important thing there. But for now, Madden is my loophole. And the forward line, what have I learnt from previous years? We're going too light in the forward line and having to field rookies down there. It's carnage, and I don't even feel comfortable having Ben King there at F6 if I'm honest. But Dunkley, I think he's pretty much a must-have. He will play a lot of midfield at the lines, and they're going to be a seriously good team, no doubt about that. And Connor Rozee too, so no real value with this pick, I don't think. But playing midfield, especially in the back half of last year, maybe there's a little bit of value. But I'm not mucking around here. Gone Taranto, Fife. I mean, I said this on one of George's tweets, but if his pre-season form is as good as his biceps or arms, I'm going to pick him. So yeah, we love Fife at that price. What an absolute steal. Hopefully he can stay on the park because the bloke's never played a full season of football, and it definitely shows. Not really at the right age, but I'm looking forward to hopefully picking him. The value's just too good to pass up. And Toby McLean, he was pretty much a 105 average in 2018. He was a really good pick, especially in the first half of that year. I know George had him that season. I followed him quite briefly a little bit back when I was first getting into SuperCoach, and McLean was a really good pick. So, priced at the same price as a first-round draft pick. I don't see how he can go wrong. He should be in at least 50% of teams, no doubt about that. And then rookies, well, we don't have many, do we? We got Ben King. He's a big-time goal kicker, so coming off an ACL, obviously he's heavily discounted. He should play and should score pretty well. We're being consistent, but I'll probably loophole him. But look, obviously this team's going to chop and change. I'm not really sure about it at the moment. I'm spending most of my time on BBL. It's all about BBL for me at the moment. So yeah, I won't do much to this team for probably another month or so. Change something every now and again, but yeah, once January comes, I'll be doing excessive team updates all the time, and then SuperCoach AFL will kick in. I'll start stressing out about my starting team as we always do. But yeah, that's basically it for now. So yeah, make sure you give me a follow on Twitter. I do heaps of BBL and AFL SuperCoach stuff there. There's plenty of banter, plenty of discussion happening. So I've got my tag for that one. And yeah, that's about it really. If there are any sort of players that you guys are considering for AFL SuperCoach, comment down. I'll give some feedback on what I reckon of them. But yeah, this is a team so far. I'm pretty wrapped with it. I think there's a nice balance. So sort of light in defence. It's pretty stacked in the midfield, but a lot of value there. pretty mediocre in the rucks, and then just stacking up completely in the forward line, because I think if you get the forward line stacked up and you have to field a rookie down there, you're going pretty well, and that's where I sort of battled in the last couple of years. But I won't ramble on anymore. I'll end it here. Probably my next few uploads will just be BBL content. So if you like BBL, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I'll be doing a review every single week, or not week, but every single. It's weird BBL because it's not weeks. They have like 4 days and then the next round, really short turnover. But I'll be doing like 4 or 5 minute reviews, just doing my rank, my team, and my trades, and moving on. So really short and sharp. So hopefully you guys can get around that. But as always, look after yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next video.